In this video, I'm gonna show you how to create these faceless reels for your personal brand. This is before we add all these really cool effects. It's just this kind of simple, nothing really happens, just text that just up there and you can't really see it because it blends with the background. And then afterwards, these are the effects that we will be adding. With this zoom, you can see that it really separates from the background. With that flicker that fades in and everything, we can just look at it one more time. This is what our final result is going to be after you add all of these effects onto it. So for instance, let's go over and recreate this on this one. So first things first, go over to the text tool, type out anything that you want to say in it. It's just going to be text-based only for this faceless content. That's all you need, is just to direct them into either another video, something in the link description like mine is going to be, or something completely different, whatever you're going to do. But for me, I grabbed and I highlighted certain keywords. So full-time creative, 0 clients, work only 4 hours a week. A lot of people love and really like that. So I highlighted those highlight keywords by just coming over to the text, and then you can just highlight like the full if you want to do that. Come over, I made the font bolder, and then I also made the color kind of blend a little bit with the purple aesthetic, made it just look really appealing to your eyes. And if you wanna go get this font, it's called Montserrat. It's online, you can get it for free, or you can get it in my cinematic editing style pack, which has 6 other fonts, a ton of film borders, presets we're gonna be using in just a little bit, and a ton more value. So definitely go check that out in the link description. But for now, let's create this really cool, this effect to really make this faceless content stand out. So obviously the first things first, different about these two is the transition. I don't own this transition, so I'm not going to be selling it, but if you wanna go get transitions just like this, just search up film border transitions and they're going to be online, so just go grab those. But the other thing I added was this zoom out. So essentially all you have to do is add an adjustment layer. So if I come over here, grab my adjustment layer, or if you guys don't have one, just come over to your project, right click, hit new item, and hit adjustment layer. So what I like to do is then search up a effect called transform. So it's going to be just called transform. I'm just going to grab mine and I'll show you why I have my own preset. It's just essentially the reason why I have my own preset is because when you come down to this, uncheck this shutter angle and crank the shutter angle all the way up. It's going to give you motion blur. So it's going to essentially add some motion blur when you zoom in and out instead of just nothing. Here, I'll show you in a little bit just what it looks like, but for now, let's create that zoom. All you have to do for that simple zoom is come to the beginning, hit scale, make this at like 150, I like to do. Come over just like a second or two, it doesn't really matter, and then reset this, so go to 0, and then highlight both of these, right click, ease in. It's going to give you that, and now it's gonna just look like this. Not really fast, not really what we're looking for, that's totally fine. We need to fix that by just coming over to the scale, hit this caret, and now you can see that it gives us our velocities. All you wanna do is grab this right one, drag it to the left all the way, and now we get this effect. That looks pretty good. We can kind of mess around with the left one, bring it up maybe a little bit, and then bring this even closer, so now it looks like this. So that looks a lot better. That actually looks exactly like mine. And then I like to add another zoom in. So for this video, all I do is come to the end of the clip and then scale it in. So from 100, I did 105 just because 110 is a little too much, but you can do 105, 110, 115, 120, whatever you're feeling, whatever looks good on your piece of content, use that. So now we get this zoom effect. Perfect, we have the first one done. And that's really easy. If you don't want to do that every single time and waste this a bunch of times zooms, I get it. And for now, all you have to do is come over to my cinematic editing style pack, grab the cinematic zoom out 150, 100, and it already applies it just for you. All you have to do is drag and drop it, and now it looks like this. Easy. You can just grab this to the right if you want it to be a lot faster, so it looks like this then. And boom, you're done. You can just add that 105 if you would like, just like so. So now we get this exact same effect. That's, instead of taking 3 minutes every single time to do, you can just easily drag and drop it. So all I do to create this really cool slide up and flicker effect, you don't have to do this to really make it stand out, but if you want to, you can grab the cinematic editing style presets, come over to the right, and let's grab the cinematic slide up, and now it slides up. And then we also want the cinematic flicker. So all you do is grab the flicker. Now it comes in like this. That's perfect. All we have to do is come over to the scale, bring this down where we want it to position, and now it looks perfectly like this. We're not done yet. It kind of still blends in with all the background and everything. So just highlight both of these, come over to the cinematic editing style presets, grab the drop shadow, whatever it is right here. If you guys don't want to grab this presets, I totally understand. You can just search up drop shadow. It's really easy. Just create your own drop shadow if you would like, but if you don't want to, they're over here. Just a drag and drop process, just like so. It separates it, grab the subtle. I really love to stack these a lot, so just like again and again, just like so, maybe one more time just to separate it a little better. And boom, now we get this kind of exact same effect. And if you want to learn more about how to edit cinematic editing styles for your personal brand, go click this video right over here.